is, it doesn't have a lot of parts, but it is relatively complex. And I also have this Panzerwaffe cross as well, if you guys would like to see that. This one took me maybe 10 minutes. This one took me about 20 minutes to get right. I had to use a Google image as a reference. So we're going to start it off here, and the first thing you're going to need is a red background. You can use any layer for that, but I like to use squares because it keeps it all nice and uniform. Oh, if I start flailing around with the emblem editor, I don't know what the hell I'm doing with it sometimes. So you're going to take a cross, make it a good size, try and center it as best you can. Then you're going to take it, duplicate it, and then you're going to turn this layer black. You're going to make it about that big. You're going to take the next cross, make it white. You're going to need a total of 4 crosses for this emblem. And the final one is black. Alright, so you'll have a little bit of space that you need to fill in. You can just go ahead and take some straight squares. Don't use the rounded ones. You're going to turn those black. You're just going to set those right about there. You're going to just duplicate them, move them around as you need. The crosses, the cross or the plus sign or whatever the hell you want to call it, is uneven. So you're going to need the free scale to sort of shape it to the size you need. So you've got this. That's what you're going to start out with. Now, first things first, you're going to take a white circle, drop it in behind everything. Besides the first white cross, you're going to leave it in front of the first white cross. You're going to take this thing, duplicate it out here or else you'll lose your layer. You're going to drop it in front of the first black cross. And you're going to make it about that big. Then you're going to take this, duplicate it, make it white. And you're going to drop it in front of your next black cross. Then you're going to take it, duplicate this 2 more times. 1 black, 1 white, and then you're going to keep those in front. Oh, actually, you're going to have to bring this one out just to shape it. Then you can drop it in behind the white one, and the white one can be shaped to about there. Just orient the shapes as you need, and so you'll end up with something that looks sort of kind of like that. Now, from here, if you absolutely wanted to, you could do a swastika here. I won't, because I just don't feel right doing a swastika. It doesn't sit right with me in any way. So what we're gonna do instead is the Second Reich cross. Now, the Second Reich cross is going to be a hard one to design. So you're going to take this sort of concave emblem, make it black so you can see what you're doing. And you're going to want to sort of shape it to where you have something along the lines of that. You're going to try and center it. Duplicate it once, and then flip it. And you don't want it to be too thick. You want it to be relatively thin. Just you don't want your layers to cross, or you'll get something like that. But if I put it like this, that'll be the first part of your German cross. You're gonna duplicate a layer, flip it, or sorry, rotate it. Whatever, and then you're gonna work this. Rotate or flip. Rotating sometimes is a bit easier. You're gonna make it sort of like that, and if you need to move it over a little bit, you can do that. So then you'll end up with something like that. Now, the tougher part is to do the outline of it. So what you need to do is you need to take this and duplicate it. Now, this layer I'm going to make sort of a light gray. Drop it behind everything, and just move it out a couple of bits. gonna take this, flip it over. You could actually duplicate the inverted layer as well. So you can take, say, this layer here. Duplicate it. Make it another color so you can see what you're doing, but drop it in behind everything else. So you have something like this. Then you'll take your other layer, duplicate it, make it another color, drop it in behind everything, and move it up a couple of ticks. So there you have that bit. Now you'll have to do all that again. So you're actually going to take your outline layer, duplicate that, and make it black. Again, you're gonna have to drop it in behind everything else. Move it out a couple ticks more. Then you're going to take your other outline layer, duplicate it, bring it behind everything else, make it black, move it out a couple ticks more. Then again, another fill layer, duplicate, make it a second color, drag it in behind everything, move it out a couple ticks. Then take your final fill layer, which should be right here, take it, duplicate, and bring it in behind everything else once again, bring it out, couple ticks. Then, what you're going to want to do for your fill layers is turn them all white. Leave them all stacked where you have them. And there we are. That is the German Second Reich emblem. If you guys want me to do the Panzerwaffe emblem, please let me know on Reddit or in the comments. I'll try to get that done for you guys, but with all this done, thanks for watching.